Don't tell me that you haven't gotten hooked with the Amber and Johnny case. For sure, most of you thought that if it were not for that feud, you would not even know who Amber Heard is. Many people are even surprised that she played a big role in Aquaman. Did you notice as well? That being said, Jason Momoa has some interesting news about his co-star Amber Heard. Would this play a huge impact in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? That is what we're gonna find out. So first of all, Jason Momoa made it clear that he was on Johnny's side with regard to the defamation case. I bet that it was one of the most exciting cases of celebrities, so you followed through. We can all clearly see who was saying the true story. Also, Johnny did not hesitate to talk about how Amber got the role in Aquaman, and it was because she was dating him in the first place. On the other hand, Amber's legal team used Johnny and Amber's text conversations to allege Johnny of interfering with Amber's career. Does she really have a career though if not for Johnny? All throughout the trial, Johnny was never afraid to throw shade at Amber. Actually, his remarks are often funny, and it looks like he's having enough of Amber and her legal team. Johnny addressed these text messages that Amber's lawyers had read in court. He said, "It's just, why do you deviate from our agreement? It's not about her doing films. How do you think she got Aquaman, sir?"
Mr. Depp mentions Aquaman, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Mr. Depp got you that role in Aquaman, didn't he?
Excuse me?
Mr. Depp got you that role in Aquaman, didn't he?
No, Miss Vasquez, I got myself that role by auditioning. That's
Mr.
how that
Depp
works.
says, quote, "Your jealousy is so tragic."
I heard him say that, yes.
You were the jealous one in this relationship, weren't you, Miss Heard?
Johnny's always been very jealous. When I worked, when I did anything, friends. Yes, he's always been very jealous.
Okay, that is some serious jab, and for sure, Amber is not happy to hear about that. Fans of Johnny Depp took it to social media and made fun of how unreasonable sometimes Amber's lawyers are. I mean, even if you're not a fan of either of these two, you would find that every trial is entertaining. Well, if you love Jason Momoa and support Johnny Depp as well, you should subscribe to our channel to see more updates about them. One fan even wrote on Twitter that Amber got cast as Mera in Aquaman in March of 2016 while being married to Johnny Depp. That was what Johnny was talking about. If he's preventing Amber from doing films, then why would he help her to get the role anyway? At that point, people knew that Amber and her team were just trying to create an argument, knowing that the case is clearly not in their favor. Because of all these fiasco, the petition of people to remove Amber in the next Aquaman movie is making a buzz. If Jason Momoa himself believed in Johnny Depp and wanted him to win the case, then it would not be a surprise if he would not see her in Aquaman 2. People are expecting Emilia Clarke to replace her in her role as Mera. But did Amber really get kicked out in the film because of this defamation case? Stay tuned to know more about it. The petition to remove Amber on the next film was addressed to Courtney Simmons, who was the senior vice president of the publicity and communications for DC Warner Bros. At that time. The person who started the petition called on DC and Warner Bros. Regarding the issue, stating every detail and information that will justify the removal of the actress in the next part of Aquaman. Through the years, while more and more evidence against Amber is being released, many people are also starting to support this petition. They're not interested in where this case is going to take Amber's career. People were even quick to side with Johnny when the trial started to roll. His legal team surely came prepared with all the proof that they have. Additionally, stated in the petition is Amber's behavior towards Johnny, which is just a clear proof that she does not deserve a spot in the film anymore. Amber led the people to believe that Johnny was the one at fault and that he was the one who hurt her. In fact, she was the one who had the tendencies to hurt him. For sure, most of you would not forget that they had just talked about this as well in the trial. Evidence and statements even show that Amber broke Johnny's finger through a vodka bottle and even punched him in the face. If that's not violence, then I don't know what is. Also, what she did is traumatic. Add to the fact that the op-ed that she wrote ruined so many opportunities for Johnny. He lost a lot and had to deal with the consequences of something that he did not do in the first place. We know that he was not a saint either, but Amber's accusations of him are far from what really transpired in the relationship. Just think about all the proof that Johnny's team showed, and do not even get me started with how she cheated on him. Let's not also forget that Amber was also arrested way back in 2009 for mistreating her then partner Tessia Van Ree. You see, when it comes to these issues regarding removal of actors and actresses in popular films, people would sometimes argue that as long as they put on an exceptional performance, then that has nothing to do with their personal issues. What is more outrageous though is that Amber Heard is not even good at her craft. We can't even consider that kind of argument. I'm not alone in saying this because people have been questioning her acting skills even before. Many other actresses deserve that role that was given to her in the first place. That is why people are so mad at what she did to Depp. Also, in the society that we're living in, people were quick to jump on conclusions without solid basis. We often forget that some women can actually cause such damage to men, and the petition wanted her to be removed so that people like Amber would not be celebrated in any way. Are you looking forward to seeing Aquaman 2? What do you think would happen? Would Amber even live up to people's expectations of this film and her role? Comment your thoughts below. Okay, going back to our video, originally, even before the defamation case stirred people's interest, Amber almost lost the role in Aquaman 2. This is because Jason Momoa and Amber lacked chemistry. So even without the petition and all that mess, Amber was still not in the good place and still does not have the assurance that she will be recast. People, especially Johnny's fans, are eager to see Amber out of the film, and this desire was heightened because of the lead actor of Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa. While the trial was going on, people's curiosity cannot be stopped as they even looked up Jason's Instagram account and saw that he started following Johnny Depp. For fans, this is a clear statement that he is supporting Johnny in the case. They became even more hopeful that Amber would be removed because the release date of the film was moved from December of 2022 to March of 2023. For sure, when Warner Bros. Decided to move the date, they were having a hard time dealing with the issue considering how many people had signed the petition by that time. I bet that they had tons of considerations to make, and one of those is actually to kick her out. Also, many scenes of Amber from the movie were deleted according to the reports. That must be the reason for the delay. Although many of us are hoping to see these big changes, apparently, according to a source, Mara's role in the film remained unchanged and Amber will most likely still be part of the film. Okay, don't worry though. I know about your sentiments, but one of the biggest factors that they must have considered is how expensive it would be for them to recast and reshoot. Amber's fans should not celebrate though because even Amber knows that she is in a crucial position. They must have limited her screen time and kept her role as irrelevant as possible. We are yet to see the outcome of the film, so we all better watch out for that and see if she puts an effort into improving her acting. I also think that the chemistry between her and the lead actor, Jason Momoa, is still not there considering how the verdict of the trial turned out. I mean, Johnny did lose millions because of the statement that she made, but now her career is far from booming because of her own doing. I guess that's just how karma really does work most of the time. For sure, this was a hard decision for everyone behind the film, but they're really just decisions that they have to think through, and for huge films like this, budget is really something that would play an important role. It must be easy for fans to say that they can simply choose another actress to fill in the role of Mara instead of Amber Heard and just reshoot her scenes. The thing though is that they cannot just listen to the public all the time for this decision. It would take so much money, time, and effort to fulfill this wish of the fans. Many are also saying that Amber's bad publicity would also cost them, so why not stop that as early as possible? We don't actually have a say on that though. At the end of the day, it's their call and their decision on who they're going to include in the film. Well, at least it's clear that Jason Momoa is not supporting the likes of Amber Heard. Also, it must have been comforting for Johnny to know that these artists are supporting him. Jason was not the only one who supported Johnny, and many are even vocal about their stand on the issue. I mean, people already saw what her true color is, and I bet that she would not be getting any bigger roles than what she had here on Aquaman. Would she be able to land a better opportunity? I don't think so. Tell me in the comment section below if you're with me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out these videos.